What is up, YouTubers? This is HarpyHunter89, and the voices in my head coming at you from the Duelist Den. And as promised, I'm doing my Trickstar deck profile that I took to regionals this past weekend. I unfortunately was not able to get my invite this weekend. I actually made it all the way to the final round, which was round 8, before I lost my chance of getting my invite, and I lost that to Winwitch Invoked. But my losses were to True King, True Dracos. Obviously, no, round 8 I lost to Winwitch Invoked, and earlier that day I'd also lost to a Trickstar Winwitch deck. So, and before anybody says that's because Trickstar Winwitch is better, let me explain this. Round 6, I beat Trickstar Winwitch with this, and then round 7, I lost to it. So don't say Trickstar Winwitch is better because, you know, I won a match against him and I lost a match against him. So I'm going to say it's evenly matched against my build, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this profile. I, of course, obviously run the 1 Max C, just because, you know, Zodiac is a pain in the ass, and this is really my out to him. Let's get that flash turned off real quick. But yeah, this is really my out to Zodiac sometimes. Next up, I run 2 Lilybells. I find Lilybell is balanced at 2 because if you get one and you summon it and your opponent strikes it, then, you know, you don't really want to waste a reincarnation on it. Then having a second one comes in handy. So I feel 2 is more balanced for the deck than 1. Next up is, of course, Lycoris, because, you know, I like my opponent drawing cards and burning the shit out of themselves. I run 3 Candina. This was the primary searcher for the deck. And it pretty much lets you search out any Trickstar card. 2 Honest. This card actually saved my ass yesterday against a Masked Hero player who used Honest Neos on his monster, and then I used Honest to counter his Honest Neos. I run 2 Gamacills for the Kaiju engine. I run 1 Commungus and 2 Jizakuri. That's 5 Kaiju monsters for the Kaiju engine. I ran 2 Dark Holes and Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and this is why I run 5. That way I always had targets for Kaiju Slumber in my deck. That's why I run 5 Kaijus. And then a Regeki as well for my field wipes. Ran Soul Charge. I actually did not use this at all yesterday, which is why it's getting taken out of the deck. If you look, like some of these have like 2 cards in them, that's because I've already revamped the deck. And I just put the previous build in front of some of the cards. So anyway, Soul Charge actually never went into Soul Charge at all this past weekend, so I'm taking it out of the deck. Ran 2 Terraformings. This deck only uses 3 field spells. Now what I believe is an ideal ratio is, you know, if you're running 3 field spells, only run 2 Terraformings, because, you know, if you run into that 3rd Terraforming, you've already gone through all your field spells and it's a dead draw. So you don't want to dead draw it. So only run 2. All right. Try to keep it 1 Terraforming for every 2 field spells is how I see it. 2 Chain Summoning. I actually resolved this a hell of a lot this past weekend. I run 2 Twin Twisters main board. Chain Energy. I run 2 of it. This card saved my ass. Pretty much, let's see here. I played it in, what was it? 3 games, and this actually won me the match all 3 of those games. So definitely need to run Chain Energy in the deck. I run 2 Dark Room and Nightmare. I only run 2 because 3 was a little bit too cloggy, and, you know, I didn't like drawing into it when I couldn't use it. So 2 is actually a balanced option for Dark Room. I ran whatever. 3 Light Stage. Got to run the Light Stage at 3. Mainly because it searches out a Trickstar monster and helps push your burn damage a little bit. I only run 2 Disturbance Strategies. Just helps push the burn a little bit. I run 3 Trickstar Reincarnations. Reincarnation was my MVP of the weekend. It really was. And then 1 Ojama Trio. I actually, more than one occasion this past weekend, I resolved Ojama Trio, then used interrupted Kaiju Slumber, blowing up all 3 tokens to get Kaijus on the field. That was real funny. I did that several times this past weekend. For the extra deck, and I run 1 number 49 Fortune Tune and 1 Zen Mains for the rank 3s. For the rank 4s, I run a Cowboy, an Abyss Dweller, a Minerva, a Tornado Dragon, 2 Honor Arcs, and a Dark Rebellion. I actually did not go into any of my Xyz monsters this past weekend. No, with Trickstars, you don't really need the extra deck. It's just there to, help you if you do need it. This weekend I ran 2 Ib Chalice, or Ib the World Chalice Priestesses. The reason I ran these is because I was not able to pick up any Proxy Dragons before I turned in my deck list. Thankfully, I did actually manage to pick up both of the Proxy Dragons I needed for the deck. But this past weekend I ran the Ibs, mainly because, like I said, I wasn't able to pick up Proxy Dragons. I run 3 Holly Angels. I actually went into Holly Angel only, twice this past weekend, and it actually saved my tail end both times. So, and of course, 1 Decode Talker. Why? Because it's fucking Decode Talker. For the side deck, I ran 3 Hanwada. Hanwada is in here just for the mirror match. I actually, during the mirror match that I lost, I actually sided Hanwada, and I did not see it, which kind of sucked. But Hanwada is in there for the mirror match. 3 My Bodies, just because, zoos are fucking, I hate zoos. 2 Pianesiamos. This is one of my outs to, this is my out to True Dracos. Unfortunately, I did not see these in my True Draco matchups. 2 Shared Ride. This allowed me to get a little extra draw power, and actually, again, this saved my ass during a couple of duels. I run the 3rd Twin Twister in the side. Ring of Destruction. The reason Ring of Destruction was in the sideboard is because with as much burn as you do, more times than not, you'll get this, and you won't be able to use it because your opponent's life points are too low. So I run it in the side just for those matchups where, I can't get my burn off. Then, of course, I ran 3 Secret Blasts. I actually did not side into Secret Blast at all this past weekend, which is why I am taking it out of the deck. But in theory, it was a good idea, but I actually didn't have a need to side into it at all this weekend. But anyway, that is my Trickstar Kaiju build. I'm actually revamping this into a Chaos Trickstar build. If you want to see that, I will have that video going up within the next couple of days. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this deck down in the comment section below. As always, guys, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for more great content. But until next time, this is Harpy189 and the voices in my head saying Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not just a game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is life.